little ghoulies, it is your Supreme, of course, and I am so excited because I am officially back on YouTube. So on today's video, we're going to just be going over some fun movies, some unique movies that I found that is coming out in July, and we're gonna do like the July horror, okay? July horror. So I plan on doing this type of video every month, and I do plan on doing a lot of other videos as well as the short form content you guys have seen on TikTok, Instagram, all of that. So definitely grab your favorite brew. Your Supreme is back. First one I want to talk about, and I think this is the one that a lot of the horror community in general is anticipating, including myself, and that is Evil Dead Burn. So, if you are not familiar, just a quick synopsis of the film itself. After the loss of her husband, a grieving woman seeks solace with her in-laws at their scheduled or secluded family home. However, it soon becomes a reunion from hell as the Book of the Dead unleashes demonic forces that transform them into deadites one by one. So I know that I have always been a very huge fan of the Evil Dead franchise. Evil Dead Rise is very much still my favorite of the entire franchise. Um, so I'm very pumped to see this. There's been a lot of good reception and a lot of positive reception from the leaked trailers that are coming out, from just a lot of this, like the still shots. From what I have seen, a lot of community creators, a lot of horror creators are very excited because it looks like we're getting a lot of the old school, like special effects, the practical FX makeup, SFX, FX, just the special effects makeup in general that I think that we've lost a lot with like the AI and the CGI and everything. I think that Evil Dead is such a physical type of horror that you have to have that. So from like a lot of just the reception of it, I think that this is going to be a very, very well loved movie. There's a lot of theories that came out about it. We also, if I'm not mistaken, have learned that this, and you can definitely correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this was a prequel to like the Evil Dead Rise and everything like that. Um, so I love it when everything is kind of connected to each other. I think especially for a franchise, that just makes it that much, that much more. You're creating your own world, and us as film goers, we can go inside that world with you for each of the film because now you're looking at Easter eggs from like the previous movies, things like that. So excited. So excited. It does come out next week. So it is July 4th when I'm filming this. So it will be out next week. Your girl, you already know. Supreme is going. Supreme will do a review. This is one that I have been anticipating, and I think the community in general has been anticipating. So be prepared. Your floodlines or your timeline's about to get flooded with Evil Dead. So yes, this is the first one that I would have liked to talk about. Next one is called Night Nurse. So the synopsis of this one is saying that at the start of her new job in a luxury retirement community, Elena, is drawn into a series of scam calls targeting the elderly residents, a pool she can't quite name or resist. As the community's strange rhythms close around her, she grows increasingly intimate with her elusive patient, Douglas, until the line blurs between care and desire, devotion and delusion. First and foremost, ma'am, you are at work. You're at work. What are we doing? What are we doing? The retirement home. I don't think there's enough horror in retirement. So that's why this kind of stuck out to me. I don't really see a lot of films that is taking place in this environment. I think that the delusion and just kind of the tension, we can say the tension is going to be a very interesting aspect to see unfold, especially between like a patient and a doctor. Girl, what are you doing? So this one is a little bit outside of my comfort zone as far as topics. I think that this will kind of be more. It does deem it as more like a psychological type of thriller more versus like a horror jump scare type of movie. So that shall be interesting. But I think that this, I feel like there's going to be some twists in here that you would have no idea what's coming. That is what I love sometimes about these type of movies, is there are some twists in there that you're like, what? Excuse me? So it does make for a fun watch and something that you're on the edge of the seat. And so it looks like it's just saying an independent film company is going to be releasing this around like July 10th. So I will put some links to the description as far as what I found about it in in the box down there in the description. So yeah, this one definitely seems interesting as well to me. So the next one, Her Private Hell, from what I was able to find about it, it looks like it is being described as a surreal cyberpunk noir horror film. So it looks like the story is saying that the story follows a troubled young woman searching for her estranged father as she navigates an empty, fog drenched hotel. Okay. Her path collides with Private K, an American GI on a harrowing mission to rescue his own daughter from hell. So, this number one, I need to know where this hotel is. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of sounds fun. Unfortunately, that's the kind of stuff I like. But I feel like it's going to be a wild ride visually. The trailer already looks really, really cool. It looks like Neon is obviously involved in the project. It looks like the story is going to kind of take some twists and turns from what I am envisioning. I think that we're gonna have some relationships happen that we didn't think was gonna happen. Possibly she is the daughter. Who knows? Who knows? I feel like there's gonna be some twists, and I do want to know where. How did we end up in this hotel? Why is it fog drenched? What happened? Is this hell? Like, is the hotel hell? I feel like visually, I really would love to see how all this plays out. And plus, the cyberpunk type of motif is always such a fun one to play around with, as far as like the costuming, the effects, things like that. So, yeah, this one definitely is giving me summer vibes, like summerween vibes. Because I think a lot of times for summerween, people automatically think like the slashers, the camp, which obviously that is definitely a huge part of that. But I also think just like the brighter colors and this kind of ambiance can also be considered summerween. So super excited to see this one, and I will definitely be on the lookout. So this one is called The Devil's Mouth. So, as far as the synopsis, it's saying that the five friends sign up for a guided swim through a remote cave system along Thailand's stunning coast, but their quest for fun and adventure soon turns into a desperate fight for survival as a bloodthirsty shark starts to pick them off one by one. So it's giving me very like 47 meters deep. We have like the creature features. I don't know why everybody wants to be in water. That never ends well, as we have seen. That never ends well. And especially, I have a fear that they do not have enough oxygen. I can't breathe myself in those type of movies. So it looks like it's going to come out on Prime Video in like that at the end of July. So it is definitely like a great one to start the spooky season off with for sure. And in like a nice, kick summer to the curb. So that sounds terrifying. I definitely do get a little worried. My chest gets a little tight when it comes to these type of movies. They do, because we're talking about water, we're talking about creatures. Because how can I run? Like, I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I'm stuck. And one thing about your Supreme is I hate when I feel stuck and trapped in things and places. I hate tight spaces. I have questions as far as to why we did this in the first place. It's always a group of friends, and my group of friends. I'm just saying. So this definitely looks to be a fun one. Very, a little stressful, but looks to be a very fun creature feature to add to the deck. So this one is called The Devil's Mouth. So, as far as the synopsis, it's saying that the five friends sign up for a guided swim through a remote cave system along Thailand's stunning coast, but their quest for fun and adventure soon turns into a desperate fight for survival as a bloodthirsty shark starts to pick them off one by one. So it's giving me very like 47 meters deep. We have like the creature features. I don't know why everybody wants to be in water. That never ends well, as we have seen. That never ends well. And especially, I have a fear that they do not have enough oxygen. I can't breathe myself in those type of movies. So it looks like it's going to come out on Prime Video in like that. So the last one I want to talk about is called Dead Media. So it's labeled as a retro horror comedy, and it's releasing in theaters on July 16th, 2026, and followed by like a digital release on July 28th. So the synopsis is saying that the plot kicks off when Maggie wants to stream a movie but is forced by her uncle to watch a old 1999 cult horror film, Night of the Lurchers. Okay. On physical DVD, upon unlocking a hidden Easter egg, the terrifying movement stealing lurchers cross over into reality. This seems really fun, y'all. This seems very, very fun. I feel like this is going to be so campy. I This is giving me very PG Spooks vibes. Y'all know that I grew up on PG Spooks. I grew up watching Halloween Town, watching monsters. I love monsters. I love creatures. I love when they are portrayed in these movies. I think that it's just so fun. And I've talked about it before, but there's just something about being in the Halloween season that and watching just a movie of chaotic monsters coming to get you. Like that's so quintessential Halloween to me. I feel like sometimes we need to bring it back to the basics. I love, we love the movies, we love the slashers, we love our now, as we're older, we love our mature horror, as I would say. But there is just something about a fun, campy, ridiculous type of movie that is just so fun because then that's ones that you can really be around the couch with your friends and laugh and just, kiki, all of that stuff. So this one definitely looks to be fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you want to keep up with me after these YouTube videos, definitely follow the link down below. I do post pretty consistently on TikTok and Instagram with all of your latest horror and spooky content. Y'all know you have your vampires, witches, everything like that on this channel. I will definitely be doing more of these long form content. So if you already are not, do not forget to subscribe and put on your post notifications so you can see whenever I upload. Definitely be on the lookout because haunt season is coming up and we have the Scream team, Josephine the Supreme. There's a lot of things that are behind the scenes right now, and I cannot wait to show you guys all of them. So definitely do that. And if you guys want to have any certain topics on the page, anything like that, feel free to comment below. I would love to have a conversation, a convo. And as always, ta ta for now.